welcome back. My name is Morgan. This is my channel, Pisces Paperbacks, and today is the beginning of a weekend challenge reading vlog. I have been thinking a lot about the types of videos that I want to make while I'm stuck in my house all the time. Thank you, COVID-19. And something that I really like the idea of is doing regular vlogs. I was playing around with the idea of weekly reading vlogs, but I feel like those wouldn't be very interesting for me to do because, like, I never leave my house. Also, I make all my videos, like, film and edit on my phone, and my phone can really only handle editing one video at a time. So I feel like this is a good compromise. My plan is to do a reading challenge every weekend that I am trapped in my house. So this weekend, I'm going to be doing a 24 in 48 challenge. The first kind of challenge that I saw like this that was a readathon was Problems of a Book Nerd did 25 in 5, which is you time yourself and you read 25 hours in 5 days. I'm going to be trying to read 24 hours, timing myself, in the next 48 hours, basically the weekend. I am cheating a little bit. I am going to start this challenge tonight. So it's about 6:30, so let's start the challenge at 7 p.m. So from 7 p.m. to midnight on Sunday, because today's Friday, is going to be my challenge. So it's more of like a 24 in 53 situation instead of a 24 in 48. But it's still a lot, and I don't think I'm actually going to get there, but it's a nice goal to have, you know? The books that I really want to read, this was what inspired it, is because I really want to finish both of these books tomorrow. The Wolf and the Watchman by Niklas, Natt, and Americanah by Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie. I'm just not particularly inspired by either of these, but I still want to finish them. This is a book club book for my work book club, and this I'm still interested in. It's just extremely slow to physically read, so I got the audiobook and I'm going to be listening to it on a faster speed while reading physically. And these are the two that I really want to finish, which I think I will if I try to read as many hours as possible. I will keep you updated about any other books that I start. This is going to be, I'm gonna be timing myself like whenever I read and then keeping track of those hours. So hopefully, you know, I get close. If I can't get to 24, I'd like to get to 20. I feel like is a more, not realistic, but like I feel like my goal is 24, but it would be nice to get to 20 hours. So that is what I'm doing this weekend. I hope you enjoy. I will hopefully post this on Monday, and then every Monday for the foreseeable future, there will be a new weekend challenge video. Starting off strong, I've decided to DNF the Wolf and the Watchman. I just don't care. That's it. I spent an hour and a half scrolling through TikTok and Tinder, so let's find another book. It's after midnight. I don't know by how much. I read for an hour and a half tonight. On and off, I did stop my timer when I went to go like answer texts and like take TikTok breaks. So, you know, just around half an hour or an hour and a half. And I got to page 454 of Americanah, which is pretty good. I have 130 pages around left. I'm definitely going to be able to finish tomorrow because the problem is once I get started, this book reads really fast. It honestly does. It's a well-written book. It is. I just don't really feel motivated to read it. I said that already. This book is about a man and a woman, a Nigerian man and woman, and right after college, or like I guess in the middle of college, she goes to America to get her degree, and he isn't able to come to America, and it kind of follows their different the different paths they take. That's kind of like the pitch of this book. More the plot is just Ifemelu's her experiences with race in America as an African woman. I mean, I like the writing. I feel bad not liking this book because it's not a bad book, but yeah, I don't know. And I'm gonna call it for tonight because your girl's tired and I gotta brush my teeth and wash my face and do all that. I love how floppy this book is. I broke the spine, but it's fine. I don't really care. I do love the cover of this book too. Something about the cover of this book is like Nice. I like it.
Yes. This is the perfect position to fall asleep in. Aw. Hey, little baby.
Good morning. It is right around 10 a.m. I'm going to have my breakfast, some cereal, and read some more of Americanah. Yay! I finished Americanah. Right now it's about 2:30. I did finish a little bit ago and then took some time on TikTok, which is a time suck. I don't know where my time goes. I was only reading for like an hour and a half, apparently, according to my app. So this is going to be a lot harder than I thought, because in total, yesterday and today, I've read for 3 hours, which is not close to 24. I am going to listen to an audiobook and not count the hours of the audiobook. I'm going to count the hours that I'm actually listening, because I listen to it on double time, sometimes even higher than that. That's new though, because I didn't know you could go higher than 2 times speed on Libby. But the 2 books that I have on audiobook are The Help by Don't Know and Educated by Don't Know. The Help is obviously like The Help. That is a book that I'm reading with one of my friends. She picked it. And The Educated is a nonfiction book about that girl who like didn't go to school when she was growing up, and like it's been pretty popular going around BookTube like over the last year. So those are the 2 audiobooks I have. I'm probably gonna start with The Help, since that's the one that's due back sooner. And that's the plan. I guess I'm just gonna be reading and not watching YouTube or anything, because I didn't realize that this would be so hard. If it's 2:30 and I've read 3 hours, so I still have 21 hours left. So I have to read like still 10 and a half hours both days. So I'm gonna basically just be reading constantly until I go to sleep. That's the plan. Whew. Wasn't quite prepared for this, but you know, I'm learning, and the next time I try to do this, I'll be a little bit more prepared. Can I help you, ma'am? Can I help you? Oh, okay, goodbye. Can I help you? Oh, also goodbye. Oh, hi, baby. Yes? I've been reading for about 2 hours, listening to the audiobook. I can't check. I'm holding my phone. That's where I'm listening to the audiobook. I don't know how far I am. I'm a little bit further. I'm more than 2 hours into the book. I'm maybe 3 hours into the audiobook, because I've been slowly speeding up the speed. It's fine. I feel a little weird reading it, knowing that the author's white, but it is what it is. Just my good girl. Elsa, what do you want? Thank you. It's 8:30 p.m. I got bored and did my makeup. I took a break for dinner, and I called my friend for a while. But I've been reading for just about 7 hours total, including last night and today. And it's 8:30, which means I could definitely get to like 10 hours tonight. Like, I tried really hard. And then I'd still have to do, 14 hours tomorrow. This is so stupid. I'd still have to do 14 hours tomorrow, which is not going to happen. But I guess I'll try and get as far as I can. And so 20 might happen. It could happen, because I have to wake up earlier tomorrow than I woke up today. So like it's a possibility. It might happen to get to 20, which is still a fucking lot of reading, if I do say so myself. I'm also 30. Oh my god. My cat just like flew across the table. I'm also like 30-something% into The Help. Here's the thing. Is it well written? Yes. Is the writer clearly like a competent storyteller? Yes. Do I feel like quite comfortable with like the book? No. That's the truth. And so that will probably reflect in my review and how I feel about it at the end. But as for now, the actual experience of reading it is not that bad. It's an interesting, well done book. So yes, that's it for now. That's my update. It's 10 a.m., which is a little later than I was expecting to start all this. I meant to get up earlier than that, but I slept until 9, and then I actually have someone from Xfinity here installing my internet, because yes, I have been living here for like 6-7 months without my own internet. I've been using free Wi-Fi, but now that I'm working from home, that is not feasible. So I only got to 9 hours of reading last night total, so 7.5 hours yesterday, an hour and a half on Friday. 7.5 hours, so I basically read for almost an entire work day, which is like great. I'm more than halfway through The Help. I am probably going to finish The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski today, which is the first book of the Witcher series, and that is on my computer, so I'm gonna do that probably now, and then I will listen to I don't know. I want to make some bread today because I've been baking my own bread and it's been really nice, and I ran out earlier this week. I finished my bread and I had to throw away the rest because it was kind of moldy. So I'm gonna make some more bread today. I'm gonna try a new recipe, and I want to be listening to a book. Hi, baby. I want to be listening to a book while I read or while I make the bread, but I listen to my books on my phone, and I want to film like a time lapse on my phone. I was thinking about listening to an audiobook on Spotify, but you can't speed up the audio on Spotify, so I'd have to listen to it like on regular speed, and that would, I think, kill me in my soul. I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Plans to read on my computer have been temporarily delayed. I will not be moving her. She's fine right there. My bread is proving for the first time. It has to prove for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So that is doing that. And I finished The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. I didn't love the last story out of all of them, which is a little disappointing, but it was still a good book that I really enjoyed, and it still makes me really excited to watch the show and read the rest of the series. But I have now started, I'm like 13 pages into All Night Long by Jayne and Krentz. Jayne and Krentz is the contemporary pen name for my favorite romance author, Amanda Quick. I'm 13 pages in. I can already tell you this is not going to be one of her best. This was published in 2006. We'll see if it improves, but I'm already questioning the setup. Basically, this girl, Irene, when she was 15, her parents were killed when she was out with a friend. And now 17 years later, she is back in town because an old friend has contacted her saying that she has some information about the past. And the man, whose name I do not recall, his name is Luke Danner. He owns the lodge, like the motel basically that she's staying at, and he's a former Marine, which is a setup for this. Again, already not really a fan. Am I gonna push through? Yes. Why did I pick it up? Because I knew I could read it really fast. So I'm hopefully gonna try and finish this today. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, the company I work for.
I was a fool to think I could get to 20 hours. A fool. It is right around 6 o'clock. I've only read for like 2.5 hours today. I told you earlier that I had somebody coming in to give me internet. I think I said that. And then I made some bread, and instead of listening to an audiobook like I said I was going to, I watched YouTube videos. I caught up on YouTube videos, which was honestly really, really nice. And then you might have seen in my other clip that I had like a really long, nice Zoom hangout with my family and my uncles and cousins and aunts and grandparents and everybody. So that's what I did. And now I just ate dinner, and I'm going to start reading again. I'm on page 100 around in this book. Not much else has happened, but that's it. Oh, I just got a notification on my computer. That's what that sound was. Woo! I am gonna crack open a beer though to keep me company while I read my bad romance. Is what you do. I have 100 pages left, and I gotta say, this is like not a bad mystery. It's not a good mystery. Like, it's not like, I'm not like on the edge of my seat, but it's plodding along at an interesting and, you know, an even pace. And I really appreciate that. I'm having a good time reading this. I actually really like the characters. I really like their dynamic together, which has not happened to me in a while with this author. But yeah, I'm surprisingly satisfied with how this book is going. There's been one sex scene. It wasn't the best. I'm just having a good time. I don't know. Good morning, and this is the end of the vlog. I read until about 9:45 last night, which means that yesterday I read for about 6 hours, bringing my total to 15 hours, I think. Let me look at my phone. Oh, I'm filming on my phone. I'm gonna say, if I can remember, I read an hour and a half on Friday and 7.5 hours yesterday. Together, that is 9 hours. So 6 hours today. Yes, 15 hours, which honestly, I'm happy with. I know my goal was to get to 24, and then my like realistic goal was to get to 20, but like, let's be honest, 20 hours is a lot. I felt like I would be reading for so long, and I would look at my phone and it would be like 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, time is so weird. But I did get quite a lot of reading done this weekend. I finished 3 books, and I got more than halfway through another. So let me wrap up. The first book I finished was Americanah by Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie. I had about 200 pages left of this book. I liked those 200 pages at the end were the best pages in the book. Or the best part of the book, in my opinion. What are you doing? I don't know. So like, once I got started, this went really fast, and I was excited to read this when I picked it up on Saturday morning to finish it, but to get started on Friday, God, that was such a fucking, I did not want to start this book. It wasn't my favorite. I think it's still an objectively good book. I would give it 3 stars for my personal enjoyment levels, but yeah, I still have generally positive feelings about it, and I can't wait to talk about this book with my book club. I feel like that is really going to make the difference, and it'll be really nice to talk about with people. Next, I read the last 30% of The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski, which is the last book in the Witcher series. That was an ebook, so I don't really know what the page count on that is. I really liked it. The only story I had left was the last one, The Last Wish, and that ended up being one of my least favorites in the story, which I'm a little like, about, because least favorite stories in the book, which I'm kind of like, about, because that seems to be the story in this book that is really setting up for the next ones. So I'm a little like, oh no, do I not like the premise of the series? Oh my God, I'm forgetting every word. This is what happens on Monday mornings. Then before I finished The Last Wish, I started listening to The Help by Kathryn Stockett, I believe her name is. This is another book where, honestly, it went by really, really fast. I read about 64% of it is where I am at right now on Saturday, and that was a lot of listening time. It's definitely easier to spend time listening to audiobooks because you're able to do other things, like go on your phone, or like also be on your computer, or be cooking, or anything like that. This book, like I think I said this in a clip before, it is objectively good storytelling. I feel like the writing is good, the storytelling is clearly by somebody who knows what they're doing. I have some questions about the author's credentials to write a story like this, and some of the characters seem like really, really tropey and stereotyped racially, to compensate for the author not being a Black woman. But you know, I'm still gonna see the book out, and I am reading it with one of my friends, and I'm excited to talk about it with her. So that's the deal. And then last night I finished All Night Long by Jayne and Krentz. Let me just get the bookmark out of it. This is not bad, honestly. Honestly, I had a really nice, fun time reading this book. I'm not as much a fan of her contemporaries as her historical fiction, but I really enjoyed this. I thought the characters actually had really good chemistry, even though some of the stuff was a little cheesy, like the dialogue was a little cheesy. This book has like frank discussions of post-traumatic stress disorder, and I thought the investigation into the mystery was also honestly well done, because I've been reading a few mysteries lately where it's like supposed to be a mystery, but honestly, like, the characters don't do any investigating. They don't find any clues and follow up on those clues. And they actually did in this book, and I enjoyed that. I thought the sex scenes were fine. There was one that was better than the others, and I don't know, I just liked it. I would say that for this book, though, there are trigger warnings for murder, death, because it is like a murder romance. What's it called? Romantic suspense. There's also trigger warnings for child sexual assault and incest. So I did not see that coming, and it was a little like at the end, but I do think it was handled fairly well, and it does not go like into detail. Overall, I really enjoyed this. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it, because I don't think that it's objectively like a good book. So I'm still gonna sit with this one, but it is better than the other Amanda Quick books that I've read recently, which was Crystal Gardens and Garden of Lies. Both of those were worse than this one. So it's nice to have a winner with your favorite author. You know, she's written so much, and I've been striking out lately, so this one was good. All right, that is going to be it for this reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really excited to start these like weekend reading challenges. I feel like it's gonna give me something regular to look forward to and plan for, and I'm really excited. Some that I'm thinking about doing in the future are trying to read as much of the Priory of the Orange Tree as I can in one weekend, or trying to read as much of the Lord of the Rings trilogy as I can, preferably all of it, in one weekend. I also really like the idea of doing actual 24-hour readathons where I actually stay awake for 24 hours. I've done 24-hour readathons before, but I did cheat and sleep in the middle, so this time I think it would be really fun to like actually stay awake since I'm not going anywhere. And yeah, if you have any ideas, please let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!